Here's a closer look at a new sheath option from Stonefall Knives. This sheath is made from 9 to 10 ounce leather. It has 377 thread for the stitching. It is at the top of the stitching held in place with solid brass nails. It features a button snap that is the front of the handle to prevent it from coming unsnapped accidentally, whether it would catch on your sleeve or on some branches. We're going to test it in this video. And also the belt attachment is in the shape of a teardrop in a single piece that sits on both sides of your belt for the purpose of stability. And in this video we're going to test that. We're going to test that stability, and we're also going to test the button snap by walking through some very dense brush and trying to catch the knife on branches. Now in this first attempt here, it didn't really work well because I had a hard time actually catching the knife. And so we're going to fast forward to where I just went ahead and leaned up against a tree. As you can see, the button is pretty resilient. Now with enough determination and focus and pressing really hard, I do finally get it to come unsnapped, but it did take quite a bit of effort before it got there, as you can see. At this point, I'm just going to rough up the sheath a little bit, see if it has any separation in the leather on the welds, as well as just be a little rough fit for no real reason. So I'm just going to dig a little hole in this river bank here and move these rocks around, because why not? I mean, sheaths are supposed to do that kind of stuff, right? Now it's time to clean it off. Voila, it is clean. Here I'm going to do a little wiggle test and just swivel my hips like Elvis for a second. And blade stays pretty still. Here I'm going to go ahead and bust out a couple push-ups. As you can see, the blade has not flopped towards the ground, but is lined up with my body, going right down my thigh. Now a lesser sheath would be flopped out or pressed down, but the stability on this one is pretty darn good. And now we're going to go vertical for a minute just to make sure that that sheath stays lined up with the leg, or pretty close. Here it is completely upside down, and yet it is still pointed in the same direction my body is. So after that testing, this is what the sheath looks like. Still in pretty good condition, and I am overall very happy with this. It's an option that you can now go and check out, and is available with many of my blades on my website.